that's it. He jumps in, does his thing quickly, and moves on. And you're laying there unsatisfied again, and you try to talk about it, and nothing changes. So what's now? Hello, my beautiful friend. It is so good to be with you again. Today's topic is quite sensitive for a lot of us women. It's when he does not satisfy you during intimacy. Unfortunately, this is the situation that happens in so many families, in so many couples. And let's dive right into that. And let me ask you this question. How many men in your life showed up as amazing lovers, knowing what to do, how to touch you, how to please you right from the very start? If you are struggling to think of one, you're not alone. So many women carry this silent ache, the pain of physically being there, but emotionally and sensually being invisible. Here's the truth, most people don't say out loud. It's a lot of men just don't know what to do. They did not have a right education. They've been taught by silence, by shame, and the worst thing is by watching porn movies. And those are practically building expectation of something that is not happening in real life. Most porn movies are created for men, and this is actors doing their job, they're acting. And what happens is when we watch this kind of movies, a lot of men think that that's what it takes to give women pleasure. And a lot of women think that something's wrong with them because what they feel is nothing what those actresses show in the movies. And that's it. There is really no any other education that a man could gain. Some men make it to their 30s, 40s, and even 50s and 60s without learning what a woman actually needs to feel pleasure, joy, and connection. And if your conversations are filled with frustration, with blame, with hurt, he may just shut down. And not because he doesn't want to give you the pleasure, it's just he doesn't know how to. And not because he doesn't care, but because he just doesn't know how to care this way. He may feel lost, embarrassed, possibly ashamed, or just simply afraid of doing it wrong. So what can you do? I recommend to start the conversation outside of bedroom. Find some other time where you feel calm, open, and connected. And you can say something like this: my love, I care deeply for you. And I want our intimacy to feel more beautiful, alive, and fulfilling for both of us. And right now, I need a little something different. Because if we keep going like this, I am afraid I'm going to start losing interest. And I do not want to lose interest in our intimacy because this is such an important part of us. This part of our relationship matters so much to me. And then be willing to guide him. Show him exactly what you like and how you like it. Use some books, tools, draw diagrams, whatever it takes. You are allowed to be a teacher in your own pleasure. And he may just need direction, support, and time. And all the women are very different and created different. So you know what makes you feel good. So work with him, help him, support him, guide him, show him. And remember, pleasure in a woman's life is essential. Why else God would create a woman with an organ only devoted to pleasure? You know which organ I'm talking about, right? And I think God would not make a mistake like that. And you deserve to feel all the pleasure that is given to you. And I actually have a video that I recorded a while ago where I show some exercises that you can do every day to activate the pleasure centers. And those exercises are so powerful. They will actually make you feel a lot better and your man as well. So check it out. I will leave a link in the description of this video for you. And let's look at the other side of this situation. Let's just be honest. Sometimes you do all that and your man still says, I'm not interested, I don't want to put the effort, I don't have time for this, or anything like that. And if you don't give me what I want, I'm gonna find someone else. So this kind of situation is a very different story. And it's not about intimacy anymore. That is more about a man who just doesn't want to connect, to grow together, and to love you in your fullness. And this is a whole different story. And you, my beautiful, you deserve pleasure. You deserve a partner who wants to explore your body, who wants to grow together, who wants to give you pleasure, to connect, to learn you, and to grow with you. And ask yourself again, have you ever been with someone who made it their mission to bring you joy and pleasure? And if not, isn't it time? Something else I wanted to mention and forgot is that at the beginning of this year, my girls and I, we went out to the movies and we watched this movie called Baby Girl. So the story is about this couple, and it's Nicole Kidman and Antonio Banderas. They are married for 30 years. She is extremely successful in her venture, in her business, but inside the home during intimacy, she is suffering so much. And what happens is that she's embarrassed of her sexual fantasies and she fakes pleasure. So he, for 30 years, thinking that he is a king in bed because she is exploding in this crazy pleasure every single time. And she's so miserable inside because she doesn't feel what she wants to feel. So the problem here in this couple is the lack of communication. So as a result, and I don't want to spoil the whole movie for those of you who have not seen it, she finds someone else on the side, and it's really, really crazy what happens. Instead of communicating, instead of bringing it up and discussing and spicing things up, trying new things together, she shuts down and finds something on the side. So this is pretty big problem for a lot of women whenever they start faking the pleasure, because they think something's wrong with them, because these women in the porn movies, they are exploding with pleasure every single time. So my point is that men and women are created very differently, and women, they need a lot longer foreplay. They need a lot more time and effort to experience their pleasure. But it's all possible if we communicate, if we share our feelings, if we share our desires with our men. And I'm sure the men who really love us, they are willing to do anything for our joy and happiness and our pleasure. If this message spoke to you, please share your thoughts in the comments. I would like to see your feedback. And let's break this silence around women's pleasure together. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't. That would mean a lot to me. Check out my website. It's glowingbodyandmind.com. And that will be all for today. I will see you very soon.